4 seasons.
Are you really afraid of your underwear?
Fort Apache, the Bronx, with Paul Newman and Ed Asner.
I'm looking you right in the eye. You know what I see? I see that kid falling off that roof.
The dazzling film of King Arthur, Guinevere, Lancelot and Merlin, Excalibur.
Behold, the sword of power, Excalibur.
See Barry Manilow in concert, simulcast in stereo. And this summer, ON brings you exclusive coverage of 20 Tiger home games broadcast live from Tiger Stadium. Plus, ON subscribers receive this colorful guide every month, full of stories and information about what's showing on ON. ON TV still costs less than 75 cents a day. It's available now, and there's no cable needed. So call 583-2200 and get ON TV today.
Hola.
We're getting more out of this experience than we're able to give.
The Peace Corps. The toughest job you'll ever love.
Lady Luck is Queen on the Joker's Wild tonight at 7.
Well, I'll just tell my secretary to expect you. No, that'll be all right. I'll make time. If you would just tell me why you... All right, I'll see you as soon as you get here. That was a strange phone call.
Sounded pretty urgent. Who was it?
Hawker Barnes?
Oh, part of the dynamic duo.
Uh-huh.
Well, what'd he say?
He and Boots are coming over here. They wouldn't tell me why.
Lurleen? Lurleen, it's me. It's Ruby. I'm home. Lurleen? Lurleen! That's funny. I wonder where she is.
Oh, maybe she's taking care of business at the coop.
No, it's too early. Oh, Mark, you don't think something terrible happened?
Now, Ruby, stop worrying. Come on, the danger's past. We left all that behind us at High Toe Pond.
Yeah, I guess we did. It's just that I spent so much of the last month looking back over my shoulder.
Well, relax. You're home.
Yeah. Home ain't never looked so good. Oh, Mark, it feels so great to sit on something besides a rock.
In a nice, safe living room.
With no snakes.
No poison gas.
And no Gretchen.
You know, I'm real proud of you, Ruby.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, you were willing to risk your life for a friend. We had to face up to a lot of danger, a lot of uncertainty. Most people would have gone to pieces. You didn't.
I wasn't all that brave.
Yes, you were.
No. It's just that I really didn't have that much reason to be afraid.
What are you talking about?
Because I was with you. You took real good care of me, Mark.
The World Oil Building has never looked better.
I'll second that.
Now, for instance, this desk. I have always hated this desk, and now it looks to me like a work of art. It's beautiful. The whole office is beautiful.
Yeah, well, it wasn't so beautiful last week. I never felt so frustrated in all my life.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Just sitting here knowing that you and Mark and Ricky and Ruby were needing help and not knowing where to begin.
I never meant to put you through that.
We should have told you our plans.
But it just happened so fast, and then, of course, Miles had sworn me to secrecy.
Yeah, now, that's what's wrong with promises like that. You know, one day your integrity is going to get you in a situation that you're not going to be able to get out of.
And we had no idea how dangerous it was going to be.
I know that, Ricky.
But even so, we should have insisted, or I should have insisted
Ricky,
that somebody...
Ricky, you saved my daughter's life. You've got nothing to apologize for.
But I do.
Oh, yes. Now, the next time, young lady...
Dad, there's not going to be a next time.
Brett,
I mean it.
with you, there is always a next time.
I swear to you that I will never again. You've heard this before, haven't you?
I certainly have.
I love you, Dad.
Now, the next time, and there is going to be a next time, talk to me.
I will. I promise. And we have to talk about those artifacts, too, and the oil deposit at High Toe Pond.
We'll talk about that later, but right now I think you two should get some rest.
But we still owe you an explanation.
Ricky, that's all in the past. What we got to deal with now is the present.
Well, I'd like that, sir, very much.
Yes, and now, if you don't mind, I would like to have a word with my daughter alone.
Oh, of course not. Brett, I'll meet you out in the reception area, and thank you again very much, Mr. Wheeler. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ricky.
Brett,
Yes.
you know your mother's in Houston.
Yes, you told me.
I think we had better talk about that.
Texas. The first part of Texas is brought to you by the lively decaffeinated High Point Decaffeinated Coffee, with flavor as full of life as you are.
Let's take a break.
Share a moment with Lauren Bacall.
I'm enjoying life today more than I ever have, and I live it to the fullest. Maybe because I finally learned how to pick my pleasures, like coffee. I picked High Point, and I'll tell you why. It's flavor. Flavor that's full of life. I like that. That wonderful aroma tells you that High Point's no ordinary coffee, and the flavor proves it. This is good. More than good. It's lively. Did you know that High Point's decaffeinated? I'll tell you a secret. Caffeine sometimes makes me tense, and tension can show on your face. In my profession, you have to look your best. Look, I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee. That's why High Point's #1 with me.
Ready, Mr. Call?
I think you'll like it, too.
High Point Decaffeinated Coffee, with flavor as full of life as you are.
I expect my kids to steal my Safeguard, but my own sister? Wasn't me. I brought my own soap.
You mean you don't know about Safeguard's unbeatable deodorant soap protection?
Or Safeguard's rich lather?
Or the fresh scent?
No. But I'm going to find out. What about your soap? Most soaps don't lather up this rich, even when they're big. My own sister. My Safeguard isn't safe with anyone.
For the combination of lather and protection, fresh-smelling Safeguard's the smallest soap in the house.
Why do you want to talk about Mother?
Because I know that you and your mother haven't been very close.
We're as close as most mothers and daughters I know.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, I haven't spent much time with her in the last few years, but that's not so strange. Since I graduated, I have a life of my own and a career of my own.
Which hasn't taken you back to Boston, has it?
There's not much call for geologists on Beacon Hill.
You know, Brett, at first I thought you didn't go back because your mother and I are separated.
No. All right, maybe if I'd had a home and a family to visit in Boston, but as it was...
As it was, you decided to just shut your mother out in the cold.
I love Mother. I love her very much.
But not enough to share any part of your life with.
Dad, I wrote her letters. I called her on the phone.
Yes, but you saved your visits for me. You even came to live with me.
Well, there's a lot of work for geologists in Houston. And besides, I can never forget the fact that she ran out on us.
Brett, she didn't just run out. She had her reasons.
Well, I don't care what her reasons were. She left her family and turned her back on us. She left us for a man.
Brett, don't hold a grudge. It's not going to accomplish anything.
I know you're right, Dad. Why did she come to Houston anyway?
Because she was concerned about you and Mark.
Was she?
Oh, yes. The moment she found out that you were missing, she insisted on coming here.
I'm sure of it. Mother never could resist playing a good scene.
Oh, come on, Brett. Be fair. She tried to help.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because, Brett, no matter what happened, I want you to know that your mother is a fine woman. She's always been a caring, a loving mother.
Dad, I was there. I know exactly what kind of a mother she's been. How long is she going to stay in Houston?
Well, now that you and Mark are safe, I rather suspect she'll just go right on back up to Boston.
Are you sure?
No, we haven't discussed it.
What about the divorce?
Brett, a lot's been going on. This is not the time for us to have discussed that. We were concerned about you and Mark.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Oh, no. No, my marriage to your mother is over. It's been over a long, long time.
What about Rena?
Well, I plan to make her a part of my life.
Oh, Dad, I just get this sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach.
About what?
About Mother. She's going to make things very difficult for you and Rena.
You made me feel so safe
I'm glad.
and so special. You made me feel like a real lady.
Well, you are a real lady. Nobody's going to dispute that.
You'd be surprised. A person with my background has to put up with a lot of condescension.
Because of... Now, come on, I find that hard to believe.
It's because you've never been sitting on the wrong end of the social ladder. I guess now that all this is over, we're not going to be seeing each other anymore.
Why would you even think that?
We don't exactly travel in the same circles. I mean, I just run a little old honky-tonk, and you're president of a great big corporation.
Yeah, I'm a president without a desk.
You could have a desk. You could have an office. You could have a whole floor if you wanted
No,
it.
thanks. I'm not into all that status stuff.
You know, Mark, as terrible and as dangerous and everything as High Topaz was, I think I'm really going to miss it. I'm even going to miss the cave.
What are you, crazy?
No. It's because I was with you in the cave. It's an experience that we shared.
Well, Ruby, I think there'll be other experiences that we can share that'll be a lot more pleasurable than High Topaz, believe me.
Well, it's nice of you to say that, but I don't think it's really true. I expect from now on we'll just drift apart.
Now, Ruby, you stop that. We are not going to drift apart.
Really?
You know you're impossible? There's only one way I'm really going to prove this to you, isn't it? Guess I'm going to have to convince you.
It's so good to see you.
Early, you are a sight for sore eyes. How you doing? Look, I'll tell you what. I'll let you two catch up on some things. I haven't even seen my mother yet. I should get home. Okay?
Okay.
I'll see you later. Good seeing you. Bye.
Bye.
Grant.
Rena.
Oh, I missed you so much.
I wasn't gone very long.
It seemed like forever to me. I was worried about you.
Well, everything turned out just fine.
That's what you said on the phone, but I want to hear every word of it. First, tell me about Brett and Ricky.
All right. When we caught up with them, they were in some sleazy cafe being held at gunpoint. And then there was some shooting.
Was anyone hurt?
Well, the sheriff was wounded, but he'll recover.
What about the people that were after them?
There's only one guy with a gun. But he got away, unfortunately.
Do you know who it is?
No, Ricky's seen him in Houston. Apparently so is Ruby Wright. Problem is they don't know his name.
That means we don't have a clue as to who's behind all of this.
No, because the only one in that whole thing that anybody ever had any direct contact with was that woman, Gretchen Randolph. She's dead.
Yeah, the explosion in the cave.
That's right.
Well, Stryker has started an investigation, but he doesn't have very much to work on.
I wish him luck.
I'm beginning to think we won't find out the whole story.
Oh, Rena, I think we will eventually, but there's something else that's pressing in on my mind. Judith.
This is a Reach toothbrush, and this is the Oral-B Right Angle. Both are angled toothbrushes, but only one has the cavity-fighting brush head more dentists recommend. This one, the Oral-B Right Angle, with a brush head so good that last year dentists bought more than 10 million Oral-B toothbrushes and paid for them themselves, which proves that when it comes to recommending Oral-B, dentists put their money where their mouth is. Oral-B, right angle.
I hate oven cleaning.
Okay.
There's nothing worse. I like it to be fast and easy.
Try this oven cleaner.
Joanne Burns is about to discover today's Easy Off oven cleaner. It's fast and easy.
Okay. Let's try it again.
This is not a problem. This is super.
Would you like to know what it is?
Please. Easy Off did this? All my muscle in the world couldn't have done what Easy Off did.
Easy Off makes oven cleaning easy.
Easy Off with the anti-fume valve.
This is amazing.
Kathy Rigby for Stay Free Maxi Pads.
When I get up on the balance beam, I have to feel really comfortable with every turn, every position, every detail. And I choose Stay Free Maxi Pads for comfort, too. They have comfort I can count on. You see, Stay Free Maxi Pads are beltless. 2 adhesive strips hold them comfortably in place. And they're a full-size protection, too. Try Stay Free Maxi Pads for comfort you can count on.
Don't be so serious, sweetheart. Hawker and Booth probably just want to talk a little politics.
You mean all that business about running Ricky Decker for political office?
That's right. After all, I did agree to be Ricky Decker's honorary campaign manager. They probably just want to talk over some plans with me.
Now, why would they be in such a hurry to do that?
I don't know.
Well, now, it sounded pretty urgent on the phone.
Oh, you know those 2 old boys. They just like to put on a good show. They want everybody to think whatever they do is important.
Justin, I don't think that they're coming over here to talk politics at all. I think that it has something to do with those oil leases that they've been sending your way.
Well, if they're in a hurry to bring over some more oil leases, I'm not going to turn them down.
No. I don't think they're coming over here to bring you any more. I think they're going to come over to collect the favors on the ones they already have sent you.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't know what those 2 boys are thinking? Nobody does. Now, we shouldn't hang crepe here unless we do.
Justin, I just wish that you hadn't ever gotten involved with those 2.
Mr. Hannibal.
Adams, what are you doing here?
I'm reporting, sir.
Reporting? No one asked you for a report.
Yes, I know, sir, but there's been some developments.
You found the fire compass.
No, sir,
Then what are you doing in Houston? Your mission is to locate the fire compass, and the fire compass is at Haitopah.
I don't think it is anymore, sir.
What do you mean?
The mission has been a failure, sir.
I can't tolerate failure, Adams. Where's Gretchen?
Well, I don't know. As she got deep inside the cave, we lost radio contact with her.
Well, then how do you know she hasn't managed to get rid of that interfering collection of amateurs? She may have already found the missing piece. She could be waiting for you now.
According to Ruby Wright, Gretchen is dead, sir.
I don't believe it. Gretchen is a highly trained terrorist. She'd never... Where did you see Ruby Wright?
At the La Conchita. She arrived by helicopter with the others.
What others?
There were 4 of them, sir, including Ricky Decker and the Wheeler girl.
Where are they now?
They're in Houston.
Then why didn't you stop them? Why didn't you kill them?
I tried.
Tried? Is that all you can do, Adams? Try?
I was ready to kill them, sir. I had the drop on them. And then all of a sudden the sheriff stopped me. There must have been 6 or 7 of them. I was lucky to get out of there alive, sir.
I was counting on that fire compass. I want it. I need it. That little piece of wood is the key to a fortune. A reservoir of oil so vast it surpasses the imagination. And you tell me you've lost it.
I know, sir, but I just...
Get out of here, Adams.
Mr. Hannibal.
Get out.
Well, gentlemen, come right in. It's nice to see you up and prowling around this early morning.
Well, my old daddy always used to say it was never too early to strike a bargain.
And it's never too soon to talk sense.
And old Hawker sure loves to talk sense.
Yeah, dollars and cents.
Well, I imagine you two could use a pick-me-up. It's always easier to do business when the pipe's lubricated.
No thanks, Justin.
I think we'll pass on that this morning.
Are you sure? I mean, this is the good stuff. Special reserve.
Sure, it's the best, but This ain't a drinking occasion.
What'd you two want to see me about? Does it have anything to do with Ricky Decker's campaign?
Not this time.
Something a whole lot more important than that.
We want to talk to you about a man named Hannibal.
Let's face it, if all we had to clean was one little spot of greasy dirt, any cleaner full strength would do. But greasy dirt gets everywhere. So I clean by the bucket with Top Job. It's a fact. No leading liquid in a bucket tops Top Job on the toughest greasy dirt. Take pine oils. They're fine full strength. But pour them in water like I do. And see, Top Job cleans the toughest greasy dirt better than pines. Like they say, oil and water just don't mix. Yet tough as Top Job is, it's safe on my no-wax floor. So when you clean the toughest greasy dirt by the bucket, switch from pines to Top Job. Its cleaning power holds up better underwater.
Could you bake a better cake than a pastry chef?
Why not, I said. I'll bet my Duncan Hines cakes are as good as a restaurant cake. But this was Master Chef Henri Bott of San Francisco's famous Blue Boar. Here's my Duncan Hines, and here's the judge, Brian Weatherhill, the owner of the Blue Boar. I sure hoped he wouldn't choose the chef's cake.
It's fine. Very nice cake.
Darn, that was his cake. But now it's Duncan Hines' turn.
It's a better cake. Moist? I prefer this cake.
He picked my cake.
Duncan Hines.
Very good, very moist. I do agree, this cake is better.
Duncan Hines cakes. So moist and delicious, you can make them better than a pastry chef's cake.
Classical Genoise. That's what I did.
Classical or not, this is a better cake.
Why do you want to talk about Hannibal?
We have our reasons.
Just how much do you and that sweet wife are going to know about this Mr. Hannibal?
Well, not that much.
Well, what's his connection with Marshall Oil?
He doesn't have any. At least, not that I know of.
Why is he so interested in you and your family?
Because of Ashley's finances.
Oh, you mean all that money your wife inherited?
That's right. Hannibal managed her Aunt Hilda's finances for years, and Ashley inherited a lot of that from her estate. But you two know all about that, don't you?
Well, we heard rumors.
The grapevine says that she's got her entire $40 million tied up in Hannibal's companies.
Is that true? Don't you think that's a little mite risky?
Don't you think a little diversification is in order?
TJ suggested the same thing.
Smart boy, T.J. Canfield.
First-class lawyer.
But right now, let's concentrate on Mr. Hannibal.
The way Hannibal handles things is starting to make us suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've met the man. I don't like him much. Because he was trying to interfere in my family. I don't like that from anybody.
Well, keep your eyes open. Old Boots and me seem to hear some bones rattled in Mr. Hannibal's closet.
Yeah, Hannibal's got too dang many secrets.
And that makes us as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
I get your drift. I'll keep my eye on him.
We like you, Justin.
And we like Marshall Oil.
Now, maybe we've been a little overcautious with Hannibal.
But you keep an eye on him, Justin. A real close eye.
You hear?
Yeah, I hear.
Good. That's real good.
I just don't know what effect her presence here in Houston is going to have on all of us.
Why?
Well, she's a very clever woman. She's determined to have her own way.
But you've been separated for a long time.
Yeah, but with Judith, it's a matter of ego, Nina. She hates to lose.
She's already lost, Grant. She lost the moment she walked out of your house.
I don't think she would agree with you.
Why not?
Rena, Judith took her freedom without ever acknowledging that I had a right to mine, and without expecting that I might take it.
No, she can't do that. She can't stop you.
Well, she can make it very difficult. She can stand in the way of the divorce. She's not going to sit around passively waiting for lawyers to take care of all this. No, she's going to try to find some way to come between us.
She can't do that. Not unless you still have feelings for her.
Oh, Rena, no. I did love her, of course. She's the mother of my children, but Whatever it was that made that marriage work is long gone.
Are you sure?
There's only one woman in my life.
You make me happy.
I do wish she'd get on a plane and go back to Boston, though.
Has she given you any indication as to when she might go back?
Not yet. And I do intend to ask her what her plans are.
There's only one thing that worries me.
What?
If she decides to stay in Houston, are you going to allow her to remain living in your house?
Milady, I was reared a gentleman. But courtesy does have its limits. Rena, I can't force her to leave Houston. And with the kids back now and everything they've been through, I have to let her stay in the house.
Are you sure you don't want me to go in with you?
No, this reunion is going to be a little tricky.
In what way?
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen my mother. And, we just have some personal things to discuss.
Well, the last thing I want to do is interfere. So, I guess maybe I better be taken off.
Rick, you do understand, don't you?
Oh, sure. I've got a lot of things of my own I have to take care of anyway.
Are you going to talk to Vicki Bellman?
Yes, but first, I want to go see Joel in the hospital.
Oh, Joel. I wish I could go with you. Thank him for me, will you?
I will.
If it weren't for Joel, we could be dead right now.
I know. Joel is a very dear friend, and I want to make sure that he's going to be all right.
Well, you tell him I'm going to visit him just as soon as I can.
I sure will. Well, I suppose I better get going.
Ricky,
Yes?
there's something I've been wanting to say to you for a long time. And I just don't know how to put it into words.
Try.
The only words I can think of are thank you. And that seems pretty inadequate.
That sounds fine to me.
You were there every time I needed you. And you took so many risks. You jeopardized your life, your career.
I went because I wanted to.
These last couple weeks have been so crazy. I just haven't said anything that I wanted to say. I haven't discussed us, how I feel about you. And I just hope that you realize that I love you, Ricky Decker.
I've waited a long time for you to say that.
Oh, Ricky, I really do love you. And I really do have to go in now.
You're gonna be all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Goodbye.
Brett, darling, I'm so happy to have you home.
Hello, Mother.
Why is America frying with pure Wesson oil?
Crispy outside. Oh, but juicy inside. That's why I fry with pure Wesson oil.
Yeah.
Crispy outside.
But juicy inside.
That's why we fry with pure Wesson oil.
No oil is purer than Wesson, so nothing gets in the way of that crispy, juicy taste.
Crispy outside, but juicy inside. Crispy.
Juicy.
Crispy. Juicy.
That's why America fries with pure Wesson oil.
Remember your bouffant hairdo and all that stiff hairspray? Well, hairstyles changed a lot. Now hairsprays did too, like the soft hairspray called Rave. Look, spray Rave on one side, a stiff holding spray on the other. This spray dries so stiff the comb can barely get through. But you can comb through Rave without combing out the hold. Try Rave Soft Hairspray. The flexible hold you can comb through.
Today you're trying my favorite cereal, Rice Chex.
But we won't like it.
What do you mean we? This is a democracy. Right, Tracy?
I won't like it.
It's a dictatorship. Eat!
Delicious. Tastes crispy.
Aha! Rice Chex really tastes great. Dad's not such a bad guy. Am I? Well, am I?
People who don't like Chex cereals have never tried Chex cereals.
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas.
Now it's a new NBC Nightly News. Tom Brokaw and Roger Mudd with commentary by John Chancellor. The NBC News team, experience you can trust.
Homeowners across the nation are having money problems, and each day's mail only brings more bills to worry about. Food and clothing, utility rates, and car payments strain the family budget. Diamond Mortgage can show you how to use your homeowner's borrowing power to consolidate bills and reduce burdensome monthly payments. So look to Diamond to arrange the cash you need to do nice things for yourself and your family.
Call Diamond at 557-7040. Ask about a homeowner's loan. That's 557-7040.
A lot of weight loss programs make impossible claims. Has the Weight Loss Clinic done what they said they would do?
I don't think they claim enough.
Well, I think they come through with what they say they can do. And have they done everything they said they were going to do?
Yes, I think so, and more, too.
This program has done for me what it said it would do.
It succeeded everything I thought it could do.
I asked some tough questions, and I got honest answers.
I don't think they claim enough.
Thousands of people have switched over, and I was one of them that switched over.
The switch is on.
When I go to Ford, I got the news, you know. I got everything I want to know.
Where I work at General Motors, there's a lot of young people that sort of go for Ford, you know.
The switch is on to News Ford.
Switch has been on. Everybody switched to Channel 4.
Now, the one we want is you.
My husband and I have News 4 in common. We love it.
And now, the next part of Texas.
I'm really sorry, Ruby. Sorry about what, honey? For running Mark off like I did.
Well, you didn't. He had to go see his mama anyway.
I was just so excited to see
I
you.
understand.
Well, I hope Mark does.
Oh, he does, honey. He's the most wonderful, most understanding man I ever met in my entire life.
It sounds like you two got to know each other pretty well.
Not half as well as we're gonna. He's so handsome, Lurleen. He's so strong. Poor Mark. Poor Mark? What do you mean, poor Mark?
I know you, Ruby. When you get that expression on your face, a man doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, Lurleen, I'm so happy to be home.
Oh, I bet.
I missed you something terrible.
Oh, I'm just so glad to have you back.
I'm so glad to be back.
Oh, it was getting pretty dull without you around here.
Hey, what's in the grocery bag?
Steaks. 2 of the biggest steaks you've ever seen.
Sounds like heaven.
I got all your favorite things. Bacon, potatoes, and sour cream, avocado. We're going to have the nicest dinner.
Oh, I can't wait. You wouldn't believe what we had to eat in that cave. Ricky said it's the same stuff the astronauts ate.
What was it like in the cave?
It was weird, Lurleen. It was the strangest, most weird place I've ever been in my entire life.
Weren't you afraid?
A couple of times. Like when we had our run-in with them snakes.
Snakes?
Yeah. Right in the middle of the cave, there was this little pond. And on the far side of this pond, there was this golden idol. Real gold? You bet. And Brett had to walk right through the pond to get the idol on the other side. Only when she picked it up, all these snakes came falling down from the sky. There was like hundreds of them. Well, what'd you do? Well, we fought them off. We had to in order to save Brett. But she still got bit. Ricky fixed her up. And me and Mark went back and we got the idol. What about all the snakes? We were used to them by then. Anyway, they weren't half as dangerous as Gretchen. What happened to Gretchen? She chased us all the way into the center secret chamber in this cave. She would have killed us there too, Lurleen. She would have left us there to die. Except that there was this compass there. It was like the fire compass, only it was bigger. It was called the Great Compass. She wanted it. Only when she picked it up, all hell broke loose. What do you mean? Well, Brett said it was Sutar's curse. Anyway, the gas got her. I think it was the same gas that killed Bo. You mean she turned into a mummy like him? I didn't stick around to find out. Ruby, you're so brave. I don't think you're afraid of anything. I just did what I had to do. So tell me what you've been doing while I've been running around in caves and chasing snakes.
Well, I've been spending a lot of time at the hospital visiting Joel.
Oh, that's real sweet of you, Lurleen.
Joel's real nice.
Nice? I do believe you have a crush on the boy.
No, I don't, Ruby. I'm just doing my Christian duty.
Your Christian duty, huh? Come on, Lurleen. You really like him, don't you?
Yeah, Ruby. I really do.
Your father and I have been so worried about you. Oh, this whole thing has been a nightmare.
I know. It must have been very trying for you. I'm sorry.
You always were a headstrong child.
Still am.
I dare say. Except you're not a child anymore. Let me look at you. Oh, my, yes. You turned into quite a young lady. Not a fashion plate, of course, but then you always did have your own sense of style.
Well, you're looking very well, Mother.
Thank you. Actually, I'm kind of tired. I'm sure you understand. This whole thing has been a great ordeal for us.
I said I was sorry.
Yes, Brett. I know you are. Oh, we have so much catching up to do. Come on over here and sit down. You and I have to get to know each other all over again.
Well, I think we know each other pretty well already.
Well, we have allowed ourselves to draw apart.
And you know why.
You've never been able to forgive me for leaving your father?
It was very hard on all of us.
I know that.
Then why didn't you stay?
Brett, I had needs in my life, too. Needs that your father could never satisfy.
If you don't mind, Mother, I'd rather not discuss this.
All right, dear, but remember you're the one that brought the subject up.
Can I ask you something?
Of course. What is it?
What are you doing in Houston?
I'm here because I was concerned about you and Mark.
Is that the only reason?
What other reason could there be?
You know about Rena Decker, don't you?
Rena?
You know that Dad is involved in a very important relationship with her.
What has that got to do with me?
I want you to know that I like Rena Decker very much.
I'm glad, Brett. For all of you, but I still don't see why you need to discuss that with me.
Because your being in Houston is going to make things very difficult for Dad and Rena.
Mom?
Mark? Oh, Mark. Oh.
How you doing?
Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, but what on earth is this?
Oh, I forgot to shave today.
Oh, my goodness, how tall you've grown.
Now, come on, I'm not a bit taller than I was the last time you saw me.
Oh, well, I guess it's been a long time. I've forgotten.
Yeah, I know. Somehow I'm always going to be 11 years old in your head.
I come by that naturally. You always were a sweet and charming little boy.
You didn't think that when I was younger.
Can't imagine how much I've missed you. Oh, Mark. Oh.
Good morning, Justin.
Good morning.
A nice office.
Thank you.
I like doing business with a man who understands quality.
I'm happy you approve.
A nice view. If you like looking at the World Oil Building.
I always think it's a good idea to keep an eye on the competition.
I concur. I hope you don't mind me dropping in like this, without an appointment.
What did you want to see me about?
Marshall Oil. It's a fine company. I'd like to see it succeed.
It will. We appreciate all the oil leases you've been steering in our direction.
Oh, those leases are only an appetizer.
Really?
Only a taste of what I have in mind.
It's very nice of you to take such an interest in my company.
Oh, I have plans for Marshall Oil.
What sort of plans?
Big plans.
Fine. I'll look forward to hearing about them. Let me make one thing clear, Mr. Hannibal. In this office, I make the decisions. I'm the boss at Marshall Oil.
This Shield Shows Total has 100% of the recommended daily allowance of these 9 vitamins and iron.
Right.
Put Total Shield on one of these boxes. See how the 9 vitamins compare.
I'll try cornflakes. 25%? Total's much higher. How's Total taste?
Crisp whole wheat flakes.
Mmm.
And 100% of these 9 vitamins. That's the total difference.
If you're taking more pills than you'd like for minor arthritis pain, here's a rub which might just replace pills. Aspercreme. Aspercreme relieves arthritis pain because it contains salicin, a strong non-aspirin pain reliever. Aspercreme concentrates relief right where you hurt, penetrating, long-lasting relief without the side effects pills may cause, and there's no odor. Aspercreme, strong, effective relief without pills. Remarkable.
Corn goodness.
Long ago, a chosen brave signaled the corn harvest, so essential to my people. Today, corn is essential to Mazola 100% corn oil margarine. Mazola is made from 100% pure corn oil. So Mazola has no cholesterol, naturally. And a flavor that's pure, fresh, and delicious, naturally. Taste the golden goodness of Mazola 100% corn oil margarine.
Mazola, corn goodness.
On another world, Rachel and Alice were once rivals for Steve's love.
A toast to the 2 extraordinary women in my life.
Now Steve is about to marry Alice.
Nothing is going to stop me from marrying you.
Unless Rachel comes between them a second time.
I'm awfully glad you're in my life.
Weekdays on Another World.
Hey, buddy. Ricky, is that really you? It sure is. Oh, it is so good to hear your voice. I never thought you'd get out of that canyon. Right. I did, thanks to you. You look like you had a worse time of it than I did. Hey, I'm alive and kicking. Yeah, well, so are we. You saved our lives. You hadn't shouted out that warning, Gretchen would have killed us for sure. We're grateful to you, buddy. I owe you one. Hey, you don't owe me anything. As a matter of fact, if I'd been a little more alert, I would have known that Gretchen was a phony. Ricky, I have never had anybody take me in like that.
Joe,
Yeah.
are you and Ricky having a nice reunion?
Oh, the best. I tell you what, though, he had me worried there for a while.
He had a lot of us worried, especially your sister Elena.
Oh, I'm going to stop over at the coop and see her now, Lurleen.
Well, good. Joe, I brought somebody I'd like you to meet.
Yeah? Who?
My best friend in the whole world, Ruby Wright.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi. I haven't met you, but I feel like I know you already.
You do?
Yeah, well, I heard you talking to Gretchen while Lurleen and me were hiding in her closet.
That's right. Lurleen told me about that. Well, I'm glad you're back in one piece, too.
We all made it back in one piece. Everybody except Gretchen.
Hey, you know something? We ought to form a club. Survivors of High Toe Pa. What do you think?
That's a great idea. Well, if you do, I'm going to feel sort of left out.
Oh, no, Lurleen. You ain't going to be left out. We're going to make you the #1 honorary member.
That's right. If anybody should be a member, it's Lurleen.
That's for sure.
Well, you may not have grown any taller since the last time I saw you, but you know, you have grown more handsome.
Well, thank you. I mean, you're looking pretty good yourself.
I work at it.
Well, I wish you'd teach your secret to some of these ladies in Houston.
You haven't changed a bit. You always could wrap me around your little finger.
Now, that was hard work.
We have so much catching up to do. All those years in Australia and your life in Houston, your work, and how about your lady friends?
Mom, I don't think you have time for all that.
I'll have to make time. I want to know all there is about you.
Well, I want to know all there is about you, too. You know, your letters were kind of vague.
At least I wrote letters.
Now I wrote.
Yes, a postcard and a Christmas card, and, oh, yes, a postcard from Kuala Lumpur.
Mom.
A mother deserves more than that.
I know, I called, too.
Yes. Christmas Day and Mother's Day, and always in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but the time difference in Australia, you know, it's kind of confusing.
Oh, I can hardly wait till we can sit down, all of us together, and have a nice long chat. But I am expecting your father, and I think you both need some rest.
Well, I don't intend on doing anything today except sleeping.
Good. I'll see you at dinner.
Okay. Good seeing you.
You too, Brad.
You know, she's something else, isn't she?
You don't know her at all, do you?
What do you mean?
I mean, she is up to something. I know she is.
Now, come on, Brett. I know you two are having your problems, but give her a chance, all right?
Justin, I have a real affinity for you. I like your mind. I like the way you think.
Just keep things strictly business and we'll get along.
Oh, we will. I'm sure of it. We're going to have a long, successful relationship.
Just remember what I said. Any decisions which affect Marshall Oil will be my decisions. I will not tolerate any interference from outside.
I wouldn't dream of interfering, Justin. Frankly, I enjoy doing business with a man who knows his own mind. Well, then, I'll be talking to you later.
Fine.
Wow, what a pleasant surprise.
What are you doing here?
Discussing the future of Marshall Oil. Justin and I have been getting on remarkably well. I hope you'll continue to see that we do. Well, Gregory, you're turning into a fine-looking young man.
Every morning, people face the moment of truth. The moment they decide if their dishwasher detergent did the job.
If I find spots on these glasses.
Or didn't quite do the job.
I found spots on these glasses.
That moment when...
If I gotta wipe my glasses for spots, I gotta wipe my glasses for spots.
Try Cascade. Most detergents can leave drops that spot, but Cascade's sheeting action leaves glasses virtually spotless. That Cascade moment of truth.
What a shine! Now that's more like it.
For virtually spotless dishes, try Cascade and make that moment of truth your moment of glory.
Hey, Cascade, that's beautiful.
As the morning snowfall blankets the Ryans' retreat, a grungy, pasty film blankets their mouths. They wake with the worst breath of the day.
Morning. Honey, let's both use Scope this morning.
Just use mine. It lasts.
That's the point. Your breath, it smells like medicine. That's what lasts.
Scope leaves your breath minty fresh.
But mine kills germs.
Honey, Scope kills germs. Has 2 powerful germ killers.
2?
2. Try Scope. For me.
Minty fresh.
And?
No medicine breath. Morning.
Scope fights bad breath, doesn't give medicine breath.
For a supposedly bright person, you are certainly blind when it comes to Mother. You've never understood her.
Maybe you're the one that never understood her.
Oh, don't give me that.
Mom's terrific, Brett.
Well, I guess it depends on where you're standing.
Look, you have to admit she was always a devoted mother. She loved us. She stood by us. No matter what was happening in her life, she always put us first.
And managed to hurt Dad pretty badly in the process. Or do you just forget that?
I didn't forget it.
Oh, Mr. Murr! Oh, I missed you so much. I was so worried about you.
Well, you had good reason to be.
Oh, I know. I heard all about it. Mummies and guns and funny Indian names.
We're all right now.
Well, it's a miracle you are. Where did you tell me where you were going? I wish I had.
So do I.
You were very hard to track down.
John's the one that found the place with a funny name.
High Toe Pa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, actually, you gave me the clue. I just didn't follow through. You remember my friend, Chief Dan Phillips?
Well, sure.
Well, he's the one to tell me about the Indian archives. That's how I found out about High Toe Pa.
Well, John, we're real grateful. We might not be here if it weren't for you.
Oh, it's nothing.
He was, too. He worked his head off.
I'm sure he did. After all, I mean, there were a lot of people out there looking for High Toe Pa, and you're the only one to find it.
I hope you guys worked up a real appetite for dinner. Why? Because your mom's planning a celebration, a real feast.
A feast?
New England shore dinner with lobsters and clams and Indian pudding.
Ooh, all my favorite stuff.
I know, that's what she said. She's worked this menu down to the last detail.
There. What did I tell you? Only Mom would do something like that.
Hey, Joe, what's this cop doing outside your door?
Well, you don't know? Lurleen here saved my life.
She what?
Yeah, somebody came in and tried to smother me with my own pillow, and Lurleen put a stop to that.
I recognized him, too.
You did?
Who was it?
It's the same guy that rented me and Ruby our apartment.
Well, what did he have to do with all this?
I don't know, but I found something else out that was funny. Now, our apartment is supposed to cost $2,000 a month. We only pay $500.
That's because it's rent controlled.
No, Ruby. There isn't any rent control on that building.
There isn't?
No.
You mean somebody wanted us to move into that apartment?
That's right. We were set up, and all because of that stupid fire compass.
Man, Gretchen and her gang thought of everything, didn't they?
Yeah, well, at least we've seen the last of her.
And the rest of them, too, I hope.
Amen.
You said it, little lady.
Ricky, can I talk to you out in the hall for a minute? It's business I want to discuss with you.
Business? Ruby, can't we let the business slide? We've only been here a couple of hours.
This is important.
All right. Joe, we're going to find that guy that tried to smother you, and we're also going to find out who was behind Gretchen. And what's so important? Joel, I'm gonna go visit my sister over at the coop. You take care, buddy. It was good seeing you. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you are back. Thanks a lot, pal. Take it easy. Lurleen, take care of the man, okay?
Okay. I gotta go too, Joel. It's real nice meeting you.
You too.
See you later.
Bye. Oh, isn't it great to have everybody back safe and sound?
It's incredible. I just hope that they don't keep you too busy so that you can't come by and see me every now and again.
Well, if you want me to.
Oh, you bet I do. Hello, Judith.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh?
Our relationship seems to have been reduced to legal exchanges. We have to talk.
All right. Have you seen Brett and Mark?
Yes, I have. Grant, it's so good to see them again, to have them back. It's been too long.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There's a lot to catch up on, and a lot of details I want to ask about.
It sounds like you're planning to stay for a while.
That's what I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
Peter Pan can spread a little sunshine, make it all a fun time. Bring a rainbow just around the bend. Peter Pan can keep the flavor going till a smile is showing. It's a peanut butter lover's friend. Peter Pan can satisfy a munchie, silky smooth or crunchy.
Fresh, rich, creamy Peter Pan. One taste and you'll know why nothing spreads a smile like
Peter Pan can, Peter Pan can.
Here's your chance to put spray and wash on the spot. Try spray and wash on a stained shirt or blouse. If it doesn't remove the stain, they'll buy the shirt for $15, guaranteed. Nothing gets out every stain, but if you use spray and wash as directed and it doesn't remove the stain to your satisfaction, send Texize the shirt with this label or this cap and they'll send you $15. One shirt per family. Offer expires June 30th. Spray and wash gets out what America gets into. Or you get $15.
Wonderful salad dressing. How do you do it?
That's my secret.
Oh, Mom.
Shh. That's my secret. Hidden Valley Ranch. This is Ranch Original. I just add milk and mayonnaise. It makes up so rich and creamy. It's unique, Kathy, just like you.
delicious.
See? A secret this good is worth keeping.
Ranch Original and our newest Vintage Herb from Hidden Valley Ranch. Unique flavors.
Secret recipes. Shh.
Grant, you and I have been very negligent about our children.
Oh, Judith, if you're going to start harping on that high-toe pie episode, I wish you'd take into consideration the fact...
I'm not talking about that, Grant. I'm not talking about that at all.
What are you talking about?
I've been doing a lot of thinking.
And?
Well, you know, when the children were younger, you were always too busy with your work. You didn't have enough time
Judith,
for them.
I've admitted that. Now, I think it's a little late for...
But after the separation, well, the children just grew away from me, and that was my fault. I allowed it to happen.
Judith, what are you getting at?
Grant, darling, don't you think we owe it to the children to make every effort to spend some time with them? All of us together.
Judith, they're not children any longer.
I've made a decision, my darling. I'm going to stay in Houston. I want to really get to know my family again.
If you washed this dirty shirt once, would it look as white as this new shirt?
No, it would not look as white. I cannot get things that dirty, that clean in one wash.
Catherine Scott washed that dirty shirt in Oxidol with bleaching crystals. Now, can she pick out the Oxidol shirt from new shirts, rinsed once but never worn?
The shirts are all white and clean. There aren't any dirty ones here. I can't find it.
It's right here. That is your shirt.
I can't believe this. I feel like I want to try Oxidol. I'd say Oxidol performed a miracle. It got a very, very soiled shirt clean in one wash.
Try Oxidol with bleaching crystals for a white that compares to new.
Hey, Bobcats, bet you can feel cleaner without soap.
Feel cleaner?
Come on, man.
Without soap? When you discover the cleaner feeling of zest, you're gonna say no to your soap.
Zest lathers up pretty good.
Smells good, too. Hey, doesn't mean it will feel cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got soap on one arm. Put deodorant Zest on the other.
Check out these bubbles.
Now rinse.
Hey guys, soap feels tacky. Zest rinses cleaner. Feels cleaner.
All right! Discover the cleaner feeling of zest. You're gonna say no to your soap.
And yes to Zest. Get out of here.
This part of Texas was brought to you by Zest, the deodorant bar that leaves no sticky soap film, so you feel really clean. Starting April 26th, be sure to look for Texas at its new time. Check your local listings.
Lynn Redgrave isn't making house calls anymore. She's an outspoken teacher who's often at odds with the principal, Norman Fell.
I thought we got some coffee. And a gag for your big mouth.
Now you can find out what it's like on the other side of the chalkboard.
Sit down.
Thank you, I'd rather stand.
Teachers only, right after Facts, Wednesday.
Next on The Jeffersons, George decides to take up flying as a hobby, but his enthusiasm never quite gets off the ground. On Soap Spot with John Gabriel, get a look at your favorite soap stars. Then on All in the Family, when Mike and Gloria ask their friends to sleep over, Archie's life turns into a nightmare. And on Barney Miller at 5, Harris becomes a man of few words.
We are in a difficult situation where everyone's cooperation is needed.
Bumblebee, your clear choice.
It's Gardner White Furniture's color tag sale with huge savings in every department. Green tags 30% off, yellow 40%, and red tags 1/2 off. This is not low-price furniture on sale. This is quality furniture at Gardner White's low sale prices. And now, during Gardner White's color tag sale, you'll save 30 to 50% off on everything in every department. And I've made sure there are no exceptions. Follow the color tags to savings up to 1/2 off, now through Monday at Gardner White.
Next on Barney Miller at 5, the guys get a visitor.
Scanlon, Internal Affairs. Harris, Human Race.
Weekdays at 5. The